We had the judge's bond number. Found out that the judge that was trying to preside over my case was a traffic cop. He was practicing law on the bench, as we say. He was using me as part of his apprenticeship or his internship. He was trying to learn law as he goes. But you gotta check out the judge's bond number. You over there being tried before a judge, the first thing you do is find out what was his oath. What is he in office to do? And what country is he from? Because if he's not from this country, first of all, red marker, got it in the book. We had a case thrown out just because the judge was from Puerto Rico. It's like, no Puerto Rican can preside over my case. No offense. You have to be from here. And we found out that his compensation gets deducted. And if you're taxed, then you're a corporate fiction.
Ooh.
You don't even exist. I'm actually real now. Your name up and see that information. Well, the biggest thing was the bond. We had all this on. They had cats come in with his face on a shirt with the bond number at the bottom. Has your child been sent away by this traffic cop? And we had a sign, a stop sign right there, right next to him. Like, nigga, you supposed to be doing this during the day. You ain't supposed to be over here trying to throw me in prison. So we had the judge recuse himself, which is when a judge has to get off the stand and say, I can't deal with this case. He had to recuse himself. We gotta learn the law, man. I got charged with so much stuff, I had to do research on the charges. But it didn't matter though, because when I go to court, and when you go to court, you don't challenge what they challenge you on. You don't identify with it, you challenge jurisdiction. Do you even have the right to preside over my case? Who are you? So they asked, do you understand the nature of these charges, Michael? I said, I understand the nature of these charges, but not how they apply to me. I said, oh, this slick ass nigga. How do you plead? I say, I don't make pleas, no plea bargains. I'm here on special appearance to challenge the court on the grounds they lack jurisdiction over an organic living soul. Nigga, you guilty. He didn't say nigga though, he might as well said it though. He said, oh, well, we just put the plea in for you. So I said, objection. Under the grounds you lack jurisdiction over organic living soul, make your violation of Article 3 of the supreme laws of the land. Yelling at him. Digging into his chest. Like, this ain't even it. Because when I show you the t-shirt I got on, where I blew up your spot, they used a traffic cop, that's when this shit goes down. I'm playing with it. I in my head, like, I'm playing with this nigga. The second it looked like he about to throw me out, and, you know, my fire's gonna be a little bad, then I'm gonna have to slow him down. I'm gonna see how much of this shit I can get on him. You know, black people get scared as hell. Oh no, he gonna get in trouble. Oh yeah, master gonna get in there. I see this. Oh my head, them niggas now. That nigga sound good, but he gonna get hung after that shit. They said, approach the bench. And I said, if I approach the bench, it'll be assumed that you have jurisdiction. If I approach the bench, it'll be presumed you have jurisdiction. He said, man, I'll hold you in contempt of the court if you don't approach the bench. I said, okay, I'm approach the bench because I don't want the case thrown away because some stupidness like that. So I said, you know what? You know what I say? I say, I like the record to reflect, and that's when they have to make sure that they type that in. I like the record to reflect that this is an instance of TDC, threat, duress, and coercion. I'm only doing this because I'm going to be able to prove that this was wrong, but I don't want the case thrown away to sit in the back and then prove that it's wrong, then come back and then go through the same process again. I'm going to do it, but I'm letting you know I'm only doing it because I can't be wasting my time. I was threatened. I can't afford for this case to go somewhere. I got things to do. I'm here on special appearance because, first of all, I sent the judge a memorandum of law. I got to re-educate him on what the law is. That's what a memorandum of law is. Memorandum just lets you know it must be remembered in Latin. So before you try to judge me, let me remind you about some of these things here, because when you walk into court and they tell you about statutes and codes, that's for corporations. You should be talking to me about laws because I'm alive, I'm living. So all that statute and corporation stuff, like, hold on. I can get all this stuff registered for no reason. Everybody got it. Everyone that's your superior has this information. Cut it out. And before we talk about what I got accused of, we got to establish the fact that you have jurisdiction to preside over my case. That's not slick talking. Anybody can't just send me somewhere. Take that hat off. This is a headdress to denote my nationality. Move your hands. Self-preservation is first law in my inherited birthright. In other words, the nigga told I ain't doing shit. Just trying to say it the right way, legally, so I don't get kicked out. But they feel it. And when all else fails, you don't know what the hell they talking about. I'm nervous, you talking too loud. Like the regular flag, can't even understand me. Say I'm claustrophobic first of all, and he's yelling too loud. They can get my thoughts, collect my thoughts again. But meanwhile, the whole time, wait till I pull out the board number, son. I'm just doing this to, sharpen my sword to see where I'm at. Playing with this guy. I want to know how I'm gonna lose a case if you're a traffic cop. That's what I would like to know. I walked in there like, nah, I'm gonna try some of this shit on him. And my people's watching me, I'm gonna go in. I'm going in. I had the whole courtroom filled. People were outside. I'm like, I'm going in today. Because I knew at the end of the day, I'm coming home. There's no way. We're gonna go nuts and let everyone know that this guy hasn't even graduated from traffic school. What is he doing? Sending black men and women to prison for murder. And when I beat this case, can't be tried for the second time. Lucky I learned this information when I was positive. Because if I was a real effed up nigga, I'd be out there catching bodies on purpose and saying, yeah, I already know who they gonna put on my case. I'm getting away with this shit. And that's when we want to stop that nigga shit. We want to stop that. Some niggas already thinking, finally found something to lay that nigga down. Niggas pull out their flag with pride like this shit is on. Push this way back like ASAP, straight out the class. Write me up an affidavit, son. I got it. So we don't want people getting evil with the information. We don't want to kill each other because we can get away with it. We don't want to do that. But who we do want to kill mentally and intellectually is our oppressor. We want to take it to them and let them know we're not taking this no more as a community. And we're awake now, and we know that you can't do this no more. We know you've been hustling, we're going to beseech disgorgement. We want our money back. We know that you shouldn't even be presiding over that stand for a number of reasons. And we're going to put that right in the paperwork. In fact, by the time you go to court, you should not be starting off from where they start. They should be continuing off from the conversation of your paperwork. No one should be up to speed on your conversation but you and that dude. So you go to court, they say, what do they say? Your Honor? Yes, Your Honor? No, when you defend yourself, you say, yes, my honor. He says, no, it's your honor. I said, that's what I just said.
Oh.
Because you're there on special appearance. You're the living. You're not alive. You get taxed. You're not alive. I'm the living soul. It's very important. They can't have cases against the living. I got it in the book. I show you the cases where people were freed because they were identified as the living. And once they get caught into that conversation, you can't deal with the living if you're a corporation yourself. We need this information because it makes you money. Number one reason, because I'm not with learning information that don't make you money. And it saves you money. We had enough information that we can't do nothing with in the community and passed off to us as spirituality. Enough is enough now. How much more churches do we need in here before we realize the churches is making us poor, is keeping us poor? I'm not saying God, I'm not saying Jesus, I'm saying those Negroes in there playing with your lives and playing with your money are acting like they don't know that they're in a lower income community that needs some information to get them out of poverty. Because we don't get out of poverty, somebody wig is getting pushed back. And that's just reality. Because when you don't have no money and your baby mama all in your ears, or you the female and you don't got no money, that strip posts start looking real good. You ain't got no money in the hood, them drugs start looking way better. You start saying, I gotta learn how to create my own work. Oh, shit got too much cut in it. I'm gonna re-boil it. I'm gonna turn this joint into the sticky. I'm gonna get it all liquid. I'm gonna throw my ice up in there. It's gonna be come back. Then I can chop it up. I can redistribute it. I'm gonna get some 12-12 slim bags so I can be able to fit it and add a few extra bags to my work. Yeah, I know this shit. Because this is what happens to the creative working mind when they don't have productive information. You start destroying shit. That's what happens when you don't know better. That's what happens when no one teaches you how to make money, but everybody judges you in your community. Everyone's going to condemn you for what you do. They're going to condemn you for gangbanging. They're going to condemn you for selling drugs. They're going to condemn you for selling your ass, but no one's going to turn around and say, I can supplant that activity with some money-making activity. Because God sent me this information to help you. No, they just give you God with no money. And how are we going to survive with that? How are we going to survive with God with no money? Our God is broke. Because when Jay-Z and them make money, they the devil. And righteous people, the poor shall inherit the world. Conscious people, we poor righteous teachers. You mean to tell me with all the spirituality you got, you can't make an angel spot you a 20? Something's wrong with that. So people say, oh, you about too much money. He sound devilish. He sound like I'm not against God. I'm not against none of that. I'm just saying I'm against anything keeping people poor. Because when our people are poor, we can't keep a relationship. When our people are poor, we resort to activity that we do understand. And it's not that we want to kill our own people. It's just the fact that we got to do something. Because some of us ain't quitters. Some of us refuse to eat out of a garbage can like a person that loses their job because all they have is corporate information or high school or college information. Some of us say, I'm not eating out of a garbage can. A nigga gotta eat. That's what we say. No offense, but I will sell crack to your child. No offense. I'm not supporting it or advocating it. I'm saying this is the crisis that we're dealing with in our community. Either die or kill someone else. Make a heaven that dismisses someone else's hell, or just die by yourself without trying. Who's going to come in and give us the information that we need to free us? That's what we need. We don't need no more people saying, yo man, pull up your pen. Yo man, take off your bandana. Yo, you're making black people look bad. We don't need that information no more. Because that was never information. You wasn't informing me about nothing. We need that, you know what? I disagree with what you're doing, and I have something that you can do information. And in fact, they'll make you more. So when a dude tell me about pushing this weight, or yo, I buy an O for $920, I got it on sale. Listen, I just flipped the house and got $80,000 back. One sale. How much O's? Oh, but I bought the house for less than $3,000. And the house was worth $174,000. And it had no mortgage when I purchased it. That's the information we need. We should be flipping houses. That's what we should be flipping in a way. Not burgers and not weight. Houses. Because there's 33 million houses accessible and only 10,000 true investors. Only 10,000. The rest are miscellaneous. They come in, they come out, they come in, they come out. That's what we need to do again. We need to be owners again. We need to be generating revenue, income, and be able to do something for ourselves. So all of us really want to help our people. We just in a position we can barely help ourselves. How the hell we want to help somebody else? We can barely help ourselves. It ain't that we don't have the heart. These conditions make you evil. These conditions mold your face. And you start looking grimy the second you come in. These conditions turn us into devils. You can't keep a solid relationship because after we have sex to escape from our problems, the rent man comes after all the sex. What are you going to do? After being in the booth to express or vent your frustrations and you rapping in the booth and you doing your thing, the rent man comes. What you going to do? Start dancing and shit? You can't pay him with that. And after you try to vent your frustrations through exercising, and the rent man come, what you gonna do? Dips and some pull-ups in front of him? No. But we stressed out, so we trying to vent our frustrations through sex, through alcohol, through drugs, even through violence. But when it's time to pay rent, it doesn't add up. We try to go to mosque, the church, and the synagogue to vent our frustrations and keep positive. But how you gonna keep positive if you're gonna be broke every year? Eventually, you're going to try something different. And whatever you try, because of the people that's around you that's suffering from the same situation, it may not be resourceful information. And you'll be doing something that you told yourself you would never do, as you used to judge others that did it. And I know this, because I was one of them. I was young, so I'm never going to gangbang. That's what I was told. Gun in my mouth, niggas steal a chain from me when I'm 13. My father leaves me at the age 8. My mom's, I didn't meet her until I turned 17 and she died the week that I met her. I'm homeless. I can't find a place to shower. My friends' mothers won't let me come in their house to bathe. I shower in one person's house. They said, what kind of nigga comes in the house and bathes? I'm like, I didn't bathe. She's like, look, I can see the fog. I can write my name in the mirrors. And I'm like, I can't even have a shower in one of my friend's house. I was treated like a criminal because I needed a shower. I'm like, how am I going to school like this? I asked for help. Nation of Islam selling bean pie and a newspaper. I'm like, yo, son, can I get put on? I need some money. Nah, Allah will do this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, F Allah, man. You got the wrong attitude, my brother. I'm like, son, I asked you how to make some money. It's not all about money, my brother. I'm like, listen, if I don't get some money soon, I'm not going to have a house. I'm sneaking and living in other people's houses as it is. No information. Went to the 5%ers, tell me about Yaqub, big head niggas, black, white people being grafted out of black people. No information on how to survive. How a nigga supposed to live off of that? But then I start gangbanging. Now I become Crick Superior. I start learning how to make money off this shit. Like now I got niggas on the streets pumping deep. Now everybody want to talk to me and tell me how I'm wrong. Everybody got something to say. Everybody. Same people had nothing to say to me when I asked for help. So I said, you know what? People ain't gotta like how I talk. They ain't gotta like when I curse. They ain't gotta like when I'm joking around and hanging out. They don't gotta like it because if you don't like it, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the people that made mistakes. I probably wouldn't have been here. Had I not been fortunate enough to read a good book, had I not read a Dr. Yo book on the mind, had I not had enough sense, had I not come across a doctor save me and cure me of diabetes, I grew up, no moms, no father, been shot, been stabbed, been sliced, been incarcerated, in and out. I was lucky to have a black woman that stayed with me during all that chaos. Actually had the chicken head, neck, and the perm back then, my first wife. Going in on me all the time. You better do something with yourself. They confused and hypnotized every time you do that shit. You would never believe that Afro was a perm. She still showed remnants of that shit here and there. But point being, I was lucky enough to have a patient black woman. I don't even know why the Most High sent me a patient black woman as I'm in and out of prison like that. Looking like I'm going to be dead any minute. Niggas shooting me because I'm killing them on the block right now. They find out I'm making all the bread. Now I'm still selling. Why? Because this is what I do for a living. I can't exactly call the cops and say they try to shut down my business illegally because my business is illegal. We in a trap. We are in a trap. And no one is coming in to give us the information to get out the trap. They just condemning us and ridiculing us and mocking us and calling us names and saying all sorts of weird and ridiculous things. So now I say, you know what? When I come out of this, whatever it is, I'm going to find a way out. And the second I come out of it, I'm going to come back and I'm going to share the information with everybody. I just go in. I'll be like, yo, I'm sharing information left and right. My mans and them can tell you right there. Their first property that they purchased, they'll tell you I put over $4,000 into it just because they had some bread for it. Right or wrong. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. Because I identify. I'm like, nigga, you was throwing up seeds too? Like, what's good? I'm like, yo, I gotta help you. You always gonna be a blood relative of mine. And we may say shit like cousin and nephew, but it's real. We all related to each other. We all brothers up in here. We all brothers and sisters in here. We should treat each other like that. But poverty stops us from connecting with each other. Because our minds is constantly on working a 9 to 5. Working double overtime. We don't have no time for spirituality. And the little time for spirituality that we have, that we give up for Sunday, it's some damn devil in there not teaching us nothing productive. Just wasting the people's time. Selling us hope. Selling us when you die, you won't get it. And we can't have it in this lifetime. And I'm evil because I said I want to get it in this lifetime and after this. Why I gotta wait a whole lifetime? But you see, when you get frustrated and you run out of time and have patience for that, oh, you too impatient. Oh, you gonna make people stop believing? They shouldn't believe and push you in this situation here. We've been believing for years. Look at the community. We ain't getting no better. We believe it's going to change what we want. We need to sit down and start studying and commit some things to memory. We need to show up to them tax deed auctions and say, yo, I want to be in there when I get it. Another brother here, because my private citizen status, couldn't get the property exactly the way he wanted. He had the bread, he needed to get the property. I went on my way and got it. Shoved it back. He right there behind, right there next to my brother with the hoodie, my brother Nico. And he can attest to it. Drew up the contract and everything to make sure I'm not jerking. I did contract with him and everything. Got it notarized and everything. Said, I got you, don't worry. He said, well, come on, son. What do you get out of it, though? That's what he told me. Like, but why you doing this though? What you get out of it though? I'm like, damn, this shit messed up. Black people so effed up to each other. Black man do something for another black man, nigga must be up to something. I didn't get like a negative impression from it, but I thought on it on a psychological level, how evil we have been to each other. We can't even trust each other. If somebody wanted to do something good for you. He didn't give me no negative energy. It was just a statement in itself reminded me how we don't do enough for each other. But I did. I'm like, look, you know what, we're going to keep this 100. We're going to do the contract, and that'll definitely get you going, because this is going to be honored anywhere we go. And now it's just on the strength. You know what I know black men have? It's going to do great by the community. Because there's some shit on us. They stigmatize us big time in the media. All we know to do is destroy our women's credit, beat them up, and make babies. We got to change the stereotype. But we have to actually work to change that stereotype. It's not going to change by itself. The only thing good that we do is rap. And what we're rapping about is evil. So we got to change the situation. Change. Situation where he go and get his money and then he told somebody else the information, I'll just go to the bank and get your money, and they got what, $2,500 from it? When did I charge you for that information? Nothing. I just told them, yo, you know you got money out there? I didn't say, yo, when you get the money, yo, hit me up with this, that, and the third, I'll tell you the rest of the information. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I said, go out and get it. Because if enough of us become successful, when we have these meetings about what black people need, we're going to be able to sit down, chop it up, and create a real good situation. Yes. It's just that we ain't got enough people who have enough bread in their pocket to contribute to the cause and the change. So I'm like, yo, the information free. If I got it, you got it. If I got it, you have it. That's my vibration. If I know it, it ain't gonna cost you no bread, why the hell I won't tell you? If it's gonna make you money and it don't cost, why the hell I can't share that with you? That's what we gotta be again as a people. But you know what? If you're doing this for a living, if you're trying to teach people for a living, then you can be compromised. But if you make money off of something else, when you come to share information with your people, you can actually be, it can authenticate itself through the virtue of your actions, because you know, well, you know what, he's not actually trying to collect the money from the door. Money from the door, I'm giving away money to his father, to the owner of the store as a free will offering a donation. My gas money near $100 just coming here to and fro. I don't even live in New York no more. It cost me almost $100 just to get to class. And I do this religiously. Religiously. And then here's some free information for you. You're going to make like $2,000, $3,000 off of it. Because that's how we got to be again. Somebody got to set the stage and say, there's good black men and women again. We exist. Well, you know what the key was? The key was to take me out of poverty. Because when I was in poverty, I was a hellish type of brother. I was a nigga. I can't even say brother. I tried to sugarcoat it. I was a stripping down nigga. I would have stole from you. I would have robbed from you. I would have did the worst to you for no reason whatsoever. I was demented, deranged, and disillusioned, all on account to being impoverished. You can't think straight. People say money is the root to evil. No, poverty is the root to evil. Anywhere people are poor, you see crime. In a rampant scale, in an enormous scale. It's poverty that causes the problems.
True.
Poverty, the conditions. Poverty gives you a poor education you can't use when you graduate. Poverty does that. Poverty make a man and a woman argue. Because the woman feels displaced because she ain't got enough money in her pocket. The man feeling bad because every little money he get, he's trying to pay for a little bill or something. She want a little sweater or shoes. He's like, yo, we gotta save the money. He want to worship God. He want to use it on incense and oils. She's seeing her shoes being burned. This is the argument. Like, nigga, you worshiping God, and I want to go to Red Lobster. Why we can't do both? You see what I'm saying? Poverty gets you into that conversation. Poverty make you turn around and realize my Sprint bill is more. $200 extra. What the hell is it doing $200 more this month? And have you stressed? I just got some paper in the mail saying they're going to take my house. My wife went, case, what we going to do right now? Poverty make you wild. Make you John Hewitt. Make you go out there and stick some shit up. Poverty make you do it. Don't think it's above or beyond you. We all have our breaking points. People looking down on you. People say, yo, you stink. Because I ain't have a place to shower. So the same niggas that said I stunk, it's the same niggas I robbed. I'm like, you created me. You didn't help me, you didn't heal me. You ridiculed me when you saw me at my lowest. And then you wonder why when we become successful, we get the hell out and don't come back. It's us, we kill each other. We make fun of each other for being at our low, rather than try to come to your aid. Then you wonder why the mentality is, I'm sticking these niggas up, and that's it, because you represent the face of ridicule. You never represent the face of success. It is not enough of us walking around trying to help each other. All we know is that we represent the face of anguish and anxiety. We have to change that situation. It's all of our responsibility to become more successful so we can do unto others as we can do unto ourselves at that moment. It's our responsibility. You can't have your children grow up and see you less than successful. Who are they going to use as their bar? Someday they're going to ride around some 22-inch rims and win your daughter over and you're going to pimp her or do some crazy shit. Or she can turn around and say, nah, my daddy has houses in there. You can't buy me with no french fries. Come on, son. You know what my daddy got? Because she's going to pattern a man after her daddy. And if daddy wasn't there, then she got no one to pattern him after. The first nigga that teaches something on them streets or make her feel a little love because the father wasn't there would be her father/boyfriend. That's what it is. Don't them women get pimp call they man daddy? Don't most of those women missing their father anyway? It's for real. Men growing up with just women in the household, they too damn emotional. Say you say something, they want to kill somebody. They're like women with testosterone, like just big muscles and guns. You'll see women banging out each other. Men too damn emotional because they're being raised in households with no man. There's only women there. A man is patterning himself after the template of a woman. We need the man in there too. They got grown men who can't handle their emotions. Grown men, because they're raised in households filled with women, missing men. They get out in these streets and they kill each other when they get overly emotional. Can't even tell them something, can't even make fun of a brother in front of women, and it's insecurity. He ready to kill you. You ain't even trying to disrespect him in front of a female. He can't handle it. He won't fight now. You always doing this in front of women. Like, yo, come on. We been made fun of your head. Like, come on, son. We sick in that way.
Asli buka dunia zawu syahur Fahaza ora na wa'u Hina kalonut Satu tabu Asaj noom liya fanus liya manu ha'u Na shooting nuka kritipa harap nafus Andaki yasib khal raib kalus Zalu nuwapi wapa sabu gadush pa Nasi atapa khabu kalus wa Haza kalon da yu wawus Kalon shi pakarita Aru karut Ini bisa bor wasula haru wakut Hazilinu lan lam khandaya hadut Sayuna no fino pa aswood hayo lagut No fino na hayo wasan yuba wabu mawu
Sajgad Hazi wa gudi enough from tower hat ila pa nested vat Sakduat Cool hamutu ila pa rashinat Antu at the pa hawu Shil hawu at rahu bat So for 10 kabun fi pa ma front Easy sayuna Dorotim lamu Cool hamutu Cool hamutu
Atubrebi asukanu abi ela pamu hoza barahu hakum hadi aklus rakulwa bakum habi kalantu da yuga wa hetsanu hadi hazanok lan khalan hayu marun gabi shino sufutem nafunga liba shodik sahu dahu suruna rusilupa hauba uf inena kiluwatem da yusha upa rashna fakaru kalun abu tu anuki hen agun rafor hodori pa tutelazum agor zoji kalpa hakum na war wazayu di kalpa azum
Sajgad Hazi wa gudi enough from tower hat ila pa nested vat Sakduat Cool hamutu ila pa rashinat Antu at the pa hawu Shil hawu at rahu bat So for 10 kabun fi pa ma front Easy sayuna Dorotim lamu Cool hamutu Cool hamutu